Trent Limited just sent a clear signal across the Indian retail sector. Its shares crashed a significant 10% in a single trading session. This isn't just a headline, it's a critical moment for a key structural growth story in discretionary consumption. The market's sharp reaction points to deeper questions about top-line performance versus strategic expansion. Why did institutional capital react so swiftly to the Q1 revenue miss? And what does this immediate repricing tell us about broader sentiment in Indian retail? Trent Limited, a cornerstone of the Tehtaha Group, isn't just one brand, it's a diversified retail powerhouse. Its core moat stems from a multi-format strategy targeting different consumer segments. We are talking about Westside, their department store chain, and importantly, Zudio, their rapidly expanding value fashion concept. They also operate Star Bazaar for hypermarkets, providing a broad footprint. This strategic segmentation matters, offering both insulation and exposure to varied consumption trends. Here's where things get interesting structurally. Zudio is not just another retail brand, it's a disruptive force. It operates on a high-volume, low-price, fast fashion model, directly appealing to India's burgeoning aspirational and value-conscious consumer base. Reach ING 982 stores isn't just a number, it reflects aggressive expansion and a clear understanding of market demand. This segment often acts as a counter-cyclical play, gaining traction even when discretionary spending tightens in other areas. The question now is, how does this rapid growth interact with the latest financial results? The immediate catalyst for the 10% share crash was the Q1 revenue miss. While specific figures beyond missing street view weren't detailed, this implies growth fell short of analyst consensus. For a company valued on its rapid expansion, any deceleration in the top line can trigger a significant re-rating. This isn't necessarily a sign of a broken business, but it signals heightened investor scrutiny. We need to look beneath this top-line number to understand the underlying drivers and whether it's a temporary blip or a more entrenched trend. A revenue miss, especially for a multi-format retailer, often has a fascinating interplay with margins. Zudio, with its aggressive expansion and value pricing, typically operates on lower gross margins per item but aims for higher overall profitability through volume and efficient inventory turns. Westside, conversely, tends to carry higher margins. A revenue miss could imply either a slowdown in the higher-margin Westside segment or perhaps increased promotional activity across the board to drive sales. Understanding this segment mix is crucial for assessing overall profitability and structural insulation. The market will now be scrutinizing management commentary closely. Their execution strategy has been clear: aggressive expansion, particularly for Zudio. The question is, how do they plan to address the Q1 revenue miss while continuing this high-growth trajectory? Will we see a pivot in promotional strategy, a re-evaluation of store rollout pace, or perhaps a doubling down on the existing strategy, signaling conviction? Management's response will dictate market confidence and future earnings visibility. Now, let's look at capital allocation. The expansion of Zudio to 982 stores requires substantial capital expenditure. Management's guidance on future CapEx, inventory management, and working capital will be critical. Are they prioritizing market share gains through new store openings over short-term profitability? This is a common trade-off in high-growth markets like India. Any adjustment to their full-year guidance, implicitly or explicitly, would be a major signal for investors considering their multi-year thesis on Trent. Trent operates within India's dynamic retail macro environment, characterized by rising disposable incomes, urbanization, and a young demographic. The shift from unorganized to organized retail is a powerful tailwind. However, the sector is also intensely competitive, with both domestic and international players vying for market share. While the long-term consumption story remains intact, quarterly fluctuations can highlight immediate pressures, perhaps signaling a moderation in consumer discretionary spending or increased promotional intensity from competitors. Trend's position is strong, backed by the Tata Group's formidable ecosystem. Yet, the competitive landscape is evolving rapidly. Giants like Reliance Retail and Aditya Birla Fashion are also aggressively expanding their value and mid-market offerings. E-commerce penetration continues to grow, adding another layer of competition. The sector does enjoy tailwinds from India's demographic dividend and increasing internet penetration, but success hinges on efficient supply chains, strong brand loyalty, and the ability to scale rapidly without sacrificing profitability. Rapid expansion, while a growth driver, carries inherent risks. Operational vulnerabilities can emerge in supply chain management, inventory control, and talent acquisition, especially for a store count approaching 1,000. Cost inflation, particularly in raw materials, labor, and logistics, can quickly compress margins, even for efficient operators like Trent. The market is increasingly sensitive to these execution risks, and even small misses can be amplified in a high-valuation environment. This is where investors assess the true resilience of the business model. Beyond company-specific risks, systemic headwinds always loom. A broader economic slowdown in India, global recessionary pressures, or even unexpected regulatory changes affecting retail operations could dampen consumer spending. Increased scrutiny on labor practices, environmental impact, or competition laws could also introduce compliance costs. While Trent has the backing of the Tata Group, no entity is immune to these macro and regulatory shifts. These factors are crucial for assessing the long-term insulation of any asset in the market. So, what does this Q1 miss mean for forward earnings visibility? Investors will be looking for clear signals on demand recovery, especially for the higher ASP segments and the sustained momentum of Zudio. Can Zudio's aggressive rollout and volume gains continue to offset any potential softness in other formats? The market demands consistent, visible growth, and any uncertainty here leads to a repricing of future expectations. This is where institutional capital makes its long-term bets, not just on current numbers, but on the trajectory of earnings power. Post-crash, a valuation reassessment for Trent is inevitable. Was the 10% drop simply a healthy correction for a richly valued growth stock? Or does it signal a fundamental shift in its multi-year thesis? The narrative around Trent has been one of exceptional growth driven by Zudio. Now, the market wants to see sustained profitability and efficient capital utilization alongside that expansion. For long-term portfolio managers, the question is whether this dip creates a more attractive entry point, or if the risk-reward profile has structurally shifted lower. So, for institutional capital, where does Trent stand now? The immediate 10% pullback warrants a deeper look. Is this a trim consideration given the potential for slower top-line growth and an increased execution risk in a high-valuation environment? Or, is this a breakout watch opportunity, where a temporary miss creates an entry point into a structurally sound growth story, especially considering Zudio's proven expansion and the long-term tailwinds of Indian consumption? The answer lies in the next few quarters and management's ability to reinstill confidence. The Trent story remains compelling, driven by the structural shifts in Indian retail and Zudio's phenomenal growth. However, this Q1 miss and the subsequent market reaction remind us that even the strongest narratives face scrutiny. The true test of a premium asset lies in its resilience and management's ability to navigate short-term headwinds while sustaining long-term strategic objectives. Keep a close eye on Trent's next few earnings calls. For more institutional-grade analysis like this, make sure you're subscribed to SR Money News. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.